Gentlemen, welcome to our graduation ceremony. We're excited to share that tonight's event is being live streamed so family and friends at home can join us in celebrating. As a courtesy to our graduates and guests, we kindly ask that you silence all cell phones at this time. Also, out of respect for every graduate, please hold your applause until all names have been announced. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Gentlemen, will you remove your caps, please? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, you please stand for the singing of our national anthem by members of our symphonic choir. Gentlemen, will you replace your caps? Graduates, be seated. The last time we assembled a large group in here was Saturday morning in March. It was a pretty special day for Spartans. It wasn't quite the outcome we were looking for, but definitely a day of memories. Good evening and welcome to the celebration of the 60th graduating class from Stevenson High School, the class of 2025. It is an absolute honor to stand here before you today as we gather to recognize our graduates. To our esteemed faculty, proud families, and most importantly, to the incredible graduates sitting in front of me, congratulations, this is your moment. High school represents a transformational period of development where teenagers experience physical, emotional, and cognitive changes. This time is influential in shaping identities, relationships, and future paths. Teenagers are actively exploring who they are. This is also a period of heightened risk-taking due to ongoing brain development, particularly in areas related to impulse control and decision-making. High school provides a structured environment where teens can try out for teams, audition for a play, or lead a project. They're forming a sense of self by testing the boundaries at home and even at school. Seeking acceptance from peers is paramount. This search for identity helps them clarify values, interests, and potential career paths. It's also a time of elevated social interaction, which can significantly impact self-esteem and social skills. Teens learn to navigate complex social dynamics, including friendships, relationships, and conflicts. Experiences like dealing with peer pressure or managing rejection are key in developing their emotional intelligence, empathy, and resilience. Academically, high school represents a shift from basic education to more specialized, rigorous coursework. Increased pressure to perform well in classes, standardized tests, extracurriculars, all of which may impact college admissions or future opportunities. This experience of managing academic goals, stress, learning time management fosters crucial life skills. High school also brings together students from various backgrounds, exposing them to diverse cultures, viewpoints, and experiences. This exposure can challenge existing beliefs, broaden perspectives, foster critical thinking. It also provides an opportunity to practice communication and collaboration, which are essential skills for adulthood. Teachers, coaches, older peers can serve as significant influences during high school. Positive mentorships can inspire confidence, guide personal development, and provide support during difficult times. It's also a time when many teenagers are given more autonomy in managing their schedules, academics, and social lives. Once again, this growing independence prepares them for post-secondary life. Learning to balance the responsibilities and make independent decisions is crucial for navigating adulthood. As we look around this room, we see more than just graduates in caps and gowns. We see dreamers, innovators, leaders, change makers. Each of you has traveled a unique path to get here. You've spent years navigating challenging coursework, pushing through late-night study sessions, balancing extracurriculars, and discovering who you are. Along the way, you faced obstacles, big and small, and yet you've persevered. You've turned setbacks into lessons, fears into courage, doubts into determination. And today, all of that hard work has led you to this incredible milestone. None of us have arrived at this moment alone. Behind each graduate is a support system, a parent, a guardian, a mentor, a teacher, a friend, who have encouraged, guided, and believed in you. To those who have lifted us up, whether with wisdom, patience, or a simple reminder to never give up, thank you. This achievement belongs to you as much as it does to us. Graduation is not just an ending, it's a beginning. The world beyond these walls is full of possibilities, waiting for you to make your mark. Whether your next steps lead you to college, career, or military, or somewhere totally off the wall, know that your future is not defined by a single choice or moment. It is built by the values you uphold, the passions you pursue, and the kindness you show others. Success is not about reaching a destination. It's about the impact you make along the way. So as you step forward, I encourage you to embrace change, take risks, never be afraid to fail. Some of the greatest achievements in history were born from uncertainty and persistence. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. The diploma you receive today is not just a piece of paper, It's proof that you are capable of doing something special. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we welcome almost 400 new students to the ranks of being called a Stevenson graduate. At this point in time, I'd like to introduce some of our distinguished guests up here on the stage. When I call your name, please stand. Audience, hold your applause to the end. Thank you. From our Livonia Public School Board, Trustee Dave McFarland, Trustee Liz Jarvis, Trustee Colleen Burton, Trustee Mark Johnson, Secretary Madeline Acosta, Vice President Crystal Frank, President Karen Bradford, our guest speaker, Mr. Aaron Petty. From our central office leadership, Chief Financial Officer Allison Smith, Director of Human Resources Jen Keats, Director of Human Resources Anthony Abate, Chief Academic Officer Teresa O'Brien, Director of Elementary Programs and District Services Bill Green, Assistant Superintendent of District Services Phil Francis, and the Director of Secondary Programs and District Services Kevin Etu, and last but not least, our leader, Superintendent Andrea Oquist. A round of applause. It's my pleasure to introduce graduate Kendall Sutton, who will deliver our senior commencement speech.
Members of the Board of Education, Stevenson administration and faculty, families, guests, and my fellow graduates, good evening and welcome to the moment we've all been waiting for. My name is Kendall Sutton, and it is my distinct pleasure to stand before you this evening and speak on behalf of the Stevenson High School class of 2025. There's a popular quote that says, "Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter has in store for you." As we gather tonight to celebrate the end of this chapter of our lives, one which undoubtedly has had its moments of joy, anxiety, elation, and disappointment for each of us, it is important to take time to reflect on the experiences we've had over the past 4 years and to marvel at the endless possibilities that await us as we move forward from this moment. Tonight, we choose to celebrate the sweet. Whether it's the Friday nights at the football field, school dances, team banquets, DECA competitions, or the friendships we made along the way, we remember those moments of connection, of possibility, of fun. Those moments where we wish that high school would last forever. But it is also said that you can't enjoy the sweet without the bitter. And let's be honest, high school has bitter moments. The tests that didn't go our way, the relationship that didn't turn out to be what we thought it would, or an embarrassing moment that we're reminded of at random times. And of course, there's the pang of nostalgia, wondering how the time passed so quickly, trying to pinpoint when exactly we changed from awkward freshmen into confident seniors. It's all of these experiences taken together that not only make a great story, but strengthen us, mold us, and prepare us for the bright future that lies ahead. Each of us has big things before us, dreams to chase, hopes to fulfill, goals to achieve. Maybe it will be pursuits as an artist or an actor. Perhaps we'll be competing on the softball field, the football field, or the ice. Some may go to law school or strive for a place of influence in Washington. Others will open their own business or pursue a trade, building their future from the ground up. The possibilities are truly limitless. As Abraham Lincoln once said, the only way to predict your future is to create it. You are in control of your own destiny. From this day on, your story is yours to write, blank pages undefined by your past. As you walk through life, you will encounter unique challenges that are unforeseen from this moment in time. Through every up and down, you are in control of your reactions to adversity. You can let others dictate your future, or you can create something incredible for yourself. We are defined by how we act at our lowest of lows, not at our highest of highs. As we close this chapter and step into the unknown of whatever comes next, college, careers, adventures yet imagined, remember that you are the author of your own story. Stevenson High School has given us the skills to face the challenges ahead, written a backstory that empowers everyone to conquer each sentence and paragraph to come. Work hard, be kind, be passionate. Create the life you want to live and create the world you want to live in. Congratulations, class of 2025. Our story is only just beginning, and it's already a bestseller. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome our class president, Jessica Muller, to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Jessica Muller. As the senior class president, I would like to welcome you to the Stevenson High School Class of 2025 Commencement Ceremony. It is my honor to introduce our alumni guest speaker, Dr. Aaron Petty. Dr. Petty was a 2000 graduate of Stevenson. Before that, he attended Jackson Early Childhood Center, Cass Elementary, Webster Elementary, and Frost Middle School. While at Stevenson, Dr. Petty was a member of the Student Senate and played varsity football. Dr. Petty went on to earn a BA at Northwestern University in 2004, followed by a law degree at the University of Michigan in 2007. He earned a Master's of Studies from the University of Cambridge in 2012 and his PhD from Leiden University in 2016. Dr. Petty has served as an appellate immigration judge at the Board of Immigration Appeals and spent over a decade as a litigator in the Civil Division of the U.S. Department of Justice. He later became the Senior Counsel for National Security. He was also a major at the Air Force Reserve and was deployed to the Horn of Africa supporting Special Operations Forces. Dr. Petty is currently an adjunct professor at the University of Illinois College of Law and is senior staff attorney at the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit. Dr. Petty exemplifies the very best of Stevenson and Livonia Public Schools, a true model of where dedication and service can lead. His journey from the same halls we've walked for the last 4 years to the highest level of public service proves that greatness can start right here. It is with great honor that I ask you to join me in giving a warm Stevenson welcome to our distinguished alum, Dr. Aaron Petty.
Thanks very much, Jess. Kendall talked about the pangs of nostalgia, and it's been 25 years since I was up on this stage last. A lot's happened in the last quarter century, and some of it's been good, and some of it's been maybe not so good. You're about to head out into the world as adults, in a world that is somehow both more connected and also more insecure than it was a quarter century ago. We now have social media to document every teenage screw-up, put ordinary daily life on constant display, and try to convince you that someone else's airbrushed, curated aspirations are a good benchmark for your own reality. We also have other problems: inflation, consumer debt, environmental concerns, natural disasters, agricultural problems, supply chain disruptions, opioids, pandemics, AI, social, political divisiveness, and many, many others. These are the issues that your generation will have to contend with. I'm not here to tell you how to solve these problems. I hope some of you will try. We clearly need all the help that we can get. But I don't have answers for you. And I actually want to suggest tonight that answers and solutions to problems, while important, are only part of where your focus should be. What I would like to suggest instead are a couple of thoughts on how to manage your entry into an adult world of increasing uncertainty. And maybe, I hope, if you sit with some of these thoughts for a minute, you'll feel a little less anxious and a little more confident going into whatever it is that awaits you tomorrow morning and all the mornings that follow. The first thing that I'm going to ask you to do is take out your earbuds, both of them. I know you can hear with them in, it doesn't matter. But when you're giving less than your full attention, you're hearing without listening. And we have to start listening, really listening, if anything is ever going to get any better. One of the more unexpected developments over your lifetimes has been how the massive increase in the availability of information has resulted in the narrowing of options that appear available to us. Rather than pulling a book off a shelf at a library, making a mixtape for a friend, or meeting someone at a party, we now have Amazon to tell us what books we should like, Spotify to tell us what music to listen to, and multiple dating apps to tell us who we ought to find attractive. Serendipity is hard to come by when we all belong to an algorithm. And maybe I'm overreacting when it comes to books and music, but many of us increasingly find ourselves in echo chambers in other areas of life, where our views are only ever validated and magnified because the people who are the most extreme get the most likes. And then some of us defend these echo chambers from even the most well-meaning criticism or nuance by declaring the critics heretical or threatening without any interest in listening, and certainly not in understanding. These folks have not taken out their earbuds. It is possible to live together in community with those who may disagree with you, but it's much, much easier if you first stop and listen. I know it's possible because I've lived it. On my first day of ninth grade, I walked down to a bus stop with new people. One of them I became pretty good friends with. Her dad and I did not exactly get along. Our views, our values, our general outlook on life were pretty far apart from one another. And I can tell you that I know he thought I was kind of worthless and would never amount to anything, mostly because I didn't know the difference between a carburetor and a catalytic converter. And he had no idea why I would want to waste my time and money going to college. But from the time I was 14 years old until he was too old to do it anymore, and he's now well into his 80s, after every snowstorm, he would always plow my parents' driveway. No one asked him, no one paid him, no one expected him to. He just did it, even though he didn't particularly like me. But he knew my family didn't have a plow, and the driveway was too long even for a snowblower. And now that he's in his 80s and he's in a nursing home, when they have issues with the staff there, who do you think is the lawyer they call? And now it's my turn to pay it back. People are complex and imperfect, both the ones you like and the ones you don't. And if you can recognize their complexity and make some allowance for their imperfections, your road ahead will be much, much smoother. If you're lucky, you might even get plowed once in a while. There's a grocery store I go to sometimes near the ice rink where my daughter's hockey team practices. And there's a guy there whose whole job is to collect the grocery carts from the parking lot and put them back by the entrance. He looks like just an ordinary middle-aged guy. He's by the door when you walk in, he'll pull one out for you. They're never disorganized, never dirty, never rolling around digging car doors, and there's always one available. This guy, and I'm sorry I don't know his name, he's got his job down to a science. There's a lot of precision and attention going into it, and everybody knows that collecting cards can be done poorly or not at all. And he does it with precision because he's found meaning in it. When I walk into the store and I haven't had to avoid a stray cart when I'm trying to park or fight to get one out of the stack, I have a better day. I feel good. Going grocery shopping, which is pretty impressive, I think. He's found meaning in lifting just a sliver of the burden of daily life for me and for the hundreds of other people who go to the grocery store there. By making the entirely ordinary act of grabbing a grocery cart totally seamless. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, try to find the meaning in it. You can put a lot of positivity into the world doing something very, very ordinary. It doesn't take a doctor or nurse or fireman. Find your meaning. As Jess said at the beginning, I have a part-time job with the military, and a couple of years ago I went to Africa for about 6 months. What I learned was at about month 4, everyone that you're with starts to really, really get annoying. You get up, you brush your teeth with them, you work with them, eat with them, socialize with them, exercise with them, and there's nowhere to go. What also happens at about the 4-month mark is you start to get a little antsy. There was one point when we thought we could do something that would be very helpful. We weren't allowed to do it. I got a little frustrated. I asked our senior enlisted leader, "We're only here for another 2 months. We can't do this. What are we even doing here?" And he was kind of a goofy guy. And I thought maybe he'd make me feel a little better. I'd get something amusing in response. Just something to make me laugh and help me get through the day. But what he said really struck me. He said, "Sir, we're here for each other." And I think he's right. And not just right in that specific context, but right in the much bigger sense as well. We have, all of us, a limited time and an unclear objective. So while we're trying to figure that out, we're here for each other. To do that, I encourage you to listen to each other. Take out your earbuds. Listening is more than hearing, and you don't have to allow yourself to get swept up by the carnival. Find meaning in what you're doing. It's there if you look, and I promise you, you'll be much happier if you do. And be kind. We are all in this together. I wish all of you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the family of Stevenson High School alumni. Go Spartans.
Graduates, will you please rise? President Bradford, will you please join me at the podium? President Bradford is the principal of Stevenson High School. It is my distinct privilege to present to you the Stevenson class of 2025. I hereby certify that the graduates before you have satisfied the requirements set forth by the Livonia Public School Board of Education and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas. I ask that you accept them on behalf of the Livonia School Board of Education.
On behalf of the Board of Education, we accept the graduates. And graduates, you may be seated.
Will the first row of graduates please rise?
Here we go.
Jessica Francine Muller. Kelsey Ann Cathan.
Hoda Abdel Rashid, Catherine Ann Akahoshi.
Kendall Elizabeth Sutton. Victor Frazier Porter.
Nevaeh Claire Alexson. Zainab Mohammed Aldajali.
Sophia Alicia Polanco. Addison H. Bell.
Lauren A. Allison. Lydia Jane Aubrey.
Elizabeth Marie Billington. Elena Jean Crosby.
Anna Elise Badham. Sophia Isabel Badwi.
Haley Elizabeth Delano. Nadia May Elmore.
Kelsey Lane Barr. Shelby Samaya Bailey.
Madison Lee Eall. Nairobi Johnson.
Rebecca Marie Bates. Belle J. Bigelow.
Madison Elizabeth Nielsen. Samantha Louise Osborne.
Maya Anne Marie Bjertness. Charlotte Elizabeth Bohm.
Haley Panacki. Shelby Colleen Porta.
Lila Marie Bonzer. Jillian Rose Boonstra.
Haley Savannah Ringo Matero II. Maggie Shima.
Maya Parker Boyle. Elena Ray Bronscheitel.
Liam Michael Ryan Gallagher. Aiden T. Law.
Mohammed Jamal Abu Zara. Kyle Scott Ackman.
Lucas William Lazarischek. Edward H. Lebsack.
Caleb Michael Adama. Kobe Brandon Alcala.
Mitchell Lee. Joseph W. Lichtenberger.
Tanner Eric Allen. Rasul M. Almansuri.
Rocco Lejurai. Easton Ryan Majeski.
Monther Becker Alrofo. William Dale Alton III.
Rowan David McWilliams. Tyler C. Madgwick.
Brendan Eric Anstein. Gabriel Jacob Allage.
Saul Manzo Jr. Cameron Spencer Matson.
Ali Hussein Bashir. Cody Hunter Bates.
Zachary James McLeod. Chase Matthew McDougall.
Jonah Montgomery Becker. Sasha Ferris Bennett.
Alex Thomas McGruther. Jacob R. McPherson.
Trevor Jerome Bennett. Aiden Barrow.
Mariano F. Mejia Benavides. Aaliyah Ann Mushat.
Joseph Berry. Grant A. Bigelow.
Christella Midar. Sophia Francisca Mauti.
Taylor Tripp Burden. Michaela L. Burton.
Molly Catherine McAlinden. Allison Michelle McCann.
Miranda Elizabeth Campbell. Layla Renee Kapling.
Julia May McDermott. Sydney Marie Ellen McGowan.
Mackenzie Ray Carver. Ioana Stefania Case.
Molly Marie Medellin. Nora Christine Meekins.
Kamli Ibrahim Shahar. Maya Chamberlain.
Isabella Rosana Merchan. Addison Marie Messerol.
Mariana Lim Chavez. Leah Marie Chevalier.
Lauren Michelle McAuliffe. Delaney Maria Mitter.
Nina Ann Sihelka. Bianca B. Civello.
Reem Mohammed. Rebecca Grace Moritz.
Olivia L. Clark. Ella Michelle Copey.
Catherine Joyce Mulliken. Reese Dawn Murray.
Chelsea Sienna Crank. Julia Elizabeth Cross.
Livia Karina Nesty. Nolan Dean Malash.
Maya K. Cruz. Julia Noel Dejos.
Cameron A. Melvin. Aaron J. Messing.
Dylan Charles Bonadeo. Daniel Brockway.
Daniel Tony Mura. Gabriel Monroe.
Nick Brooks. Josue Joel Alvarez.
Vincent Francesco Nelson. Zachary Nosakowski.
Connor Mason Buchanan. Keem.
Justin H. O.B.
Cody King.
Declan Owen O'Hagan.
Gabriel Ryan Buja. Cody Cagle.
Blake Thomas Byrne Olenzik. Tyler Christopher Ali.
Keegan Andrew Campbell. Arson A. Chaushai.
Luke Michael Olver. Jonathan Tyler Osen.
Nathan Donald Check. Elliot Cicerelli.
Cato M. Parmenter. Nathan D. Patterson.
Naz Simsit. Andrew Victor Clark.
Aaron Jackson Philippi. Joseph Eric Phillips.
Ethan James Coates. Greg Joseph Comer.
Noah Alexander Picciano. Laney T. New.
Logan Michael Cook. Jack Thomas Curtis.
Amber Wynn. Brianne No Wynn.
Liliana Kate Davidek. Avery Lauren DeBrincat.
Hung Uin Wynn. Mora Lan Wynn.
Maya Elizabeth Delcado. Jameson A. Demeter.
Lily Bell Nimcheski. Olivia Ray Olson.
Elizabeth Beatrice Diacu. Leah Antoinette Diaz.
Lauren Grace Olson. Carly Danielle Pergentelli.
Lauren Simone Dogan. Brinley Ann Eckerman.
Emily Ray Patera. Abigail Carissa Plummer.
Jahan Alexia Estrada. Kale Aaron Feinberg.
Liberty A. Prevost. Caitlin Rose Proctor.
Alexandra Emily Fettner. Reagan Elizabeth Fletcher.
Elena Marie Potterbaugh. Yoali Ramirez.
Maya Lynn Giordano. Emily Grace Goldsmith.
Allison Olivia Randall. Rachel Lynn Reiter.
Reagan Victoria Gorski. Amanda D. Gregory.
Mackenzie Lauren Rivard. Bryson M. Pilateri.
Joelle Alyssa Gruz. Ezra J. Dan.
Jake Montgomery Rand. Norman J. Reich.
Nolan Michael Davis. Micah Allen Day.
Lucas A. Rohrbacher. Riley D. Rohrbacher.
Jack Weston Dittmeyer. Connor Michael Dooley.
Abel Rastas. Sean P. Ryan.
Donovan R. Dudansky. Gavin Walter Hugh Early.
Gage Michael Sieski.
Back up. Just back up.
Leland John Sanders.
Jawad El Zarawi. Jose E. Furman.
Christian C. Schnettler. Jaden Edward Scott.
Ryan Parker Fetterman. Alex M. Forbing.
Elijah J. Sellers Ramirez. Nathan James Sharp.
You're good. Dante Roberto Fortuna. Tucker Daniel Folk.
Chevy Paul Shevchenko. Talon Cash Skyver.
Joseph Michael Garcia. Christopher N. Jaruz.
Matthew David Snyder. Ronan O. Snyder.
Adler N. Gaddis. Shane Michael Gaukowski.
Adele Hassan Sob Jr. Alice Amelia Rolfus.
Madison Brooke Hamilton. Brianna April Hartman.
Carol Annabella Robacher. Jocelyn Mackenzie Schmidt.
Lillian K. Harville. Julia Asalio.
Ava Grace Schoen. Reese Lauren Seidel.
Daria Michelle Hinkle. Savannah Joelle Hopkins.
Tomania Alexis Shepardanis. Paige Christine Shaw.
Kaylin Diane Hughes. Scarlett Rose Yachman.
Allison Morgan Scheit. Caitlin A. Schulich.
Eliana Bassem Jawad. Lily Sophia Jelineski.
Andrea Michelle Soroki. Haven Naomi Smith.
Avery Catherine Jousma. Paloma Yasmin Jove.
Julia Ann Snap. Vanessa Rita Mae Sobas.
Aya Haddad. Aaron Erin Riley Kalis.
Eiley Elizabeth Sosha. Catherine Lynn Sosnowski.
Clementine Confom. Lindsay A. Kaup.
Toria J. Sparks. Jaden Danielle Stamper.
Karen Tina Kelly. Brooke Catherine Kenger.
Samantha J. Stemler. Diego David Summershoe.
Sean Anthony Manuel Gebnar. Colin James Gibson.
Brady Robert Stacho. Victor Joseph Starsinich.
Isaac Allen Gregg. Jad Ali Hadar.
Joshua Bryant Steele. Nicholas Struve.
Owen Richard Hall. Lucas Taylor Harden.
Zachary Thomas Sutton. Andre Luciano Saz.
Nicholas C. Harper. Carter A. Haas.
Connor Cispula. Michael P. Taylor Jr.
Evan A. Helzer. Ezra Klein Hernandez.
Spencer David Troike. Colin G. Yukai.
Victor Magana Hernandez. Cooper Allen Hilling.
James Peter Valentino. Nathaniel David Valerio.
Parker Daniel. Mikola Harabas. Parker Daniel Hubbard.
Nathan John Vandelar. Alec Christopher Van.
Nicholas William Hurley. Isaac Eikoban.
John Vincent. Landon W. Viola.
Jasar. Daniel Ayman Ibrahim. Danish Singh Jasar.
Ella Lee Stoops. Jayla Staus.
Rania Kazus. Julia Lynn King.
Meredith Lynn Swanson. Amaya Raquel Turvo.
Lily Marie Kinsvater. Emily Jean Kizalewski.
Sophia Grace Thomas. Talea Lynn Thompson.
Kira E. Koch. Marina Kolucki.
Carolyn Helena Fluchek. Ava A. Tolhurst.
Sarah Elizabete Kovalenko. Elise Marie Kozar.
Lisa T. Tomasella. Elizabeth Rose Tomlinson.
Marin A. Kuhn. Stalika N. Lear.
Grace Helena Trantham. Virginia E. Travis.
Lily Catherine Lewis. Ella Marin Litchi.
Luciana Trigoso. Jennifer M. Tyler.
Kira Kayla Lee Lynn. Lorelei Lynn.
Madison Marie Van Wagner. Ava Kamet Valou.
Ava Luva. Brianna Ane Lumani.
Rainey K. Velty. Natalie Carolyn West.
Leah Kathleen Sujung Lustig. Lillian Raquel Maiden.
Ashley Janae White. Charlotte Ashton Wades.
Jackson Johnson. Jason Alonzo Johnson.
Lauren Rain Waldo. Maddie Grace Warren.
Jaden Wonder Jones. Rafiq Adam Jordan.
Isabella Mia Wauer. Olivia Ann Wilder.
Dylan Michael Kazmarchek. Logan R. Keberly.
Ava Wilmoth. Emily S. Wilton.
Luke Shalom Kazus. Connor R. Kirkpatrick.
Lexi Rose Woodward. Genevieve A. Wright.
Cameron Cole Kitchen. Rex Shane Klingensmith.
Chloe Yee. Abigail H. Yesh.
Jacob Robert Cordy. Lucas Riley Kroger.
Ava Janae Young. Nicole Young.
Jaden Thomas Kubis. Kyle Henry Kirchie.
Alyssa M. Zagmoot. Erdisa Zakai.
Rocco Anthony Lacaprera. Christian S. Lang.
Astrid Hebsgar Steinmetz. Magdalena Caroline Vogler.
Connor Alexander Lapshinko. Brian Kazmalski.
Seth Tomlin. Angelo Diego Voscopi.
Chloe Noel Makinson. Carly Alita Melachevsky.
Jonah Michael Walagora. Thomas E. Walker III.
Gianna Raquel Malizia. Genevieve Corinne Minoyan.
Andrew Joseph Waranakis. Samuel Ryan Ward.
Chloe M. Martinsick. Michaela Ramona Martinez.
Leighton Jack Week. Christopher White.
Michelle Elena Martinez. Layla Nicole Machat.
Gavin Alexander Wiles. Andrew Joel Wazinski.
Demetria Kazapis.
Robert Michael Wolf. Landon Allen Wood. Evan Robert Wozniak. Caden Christopher Yankura. Josiah Yee. Yuma Yoneyama. Blake Martin Zorro.
You guys can be seated. You guys can be seated. Before I offer my closing remarks, I'd like to invite Sophia Polanco to the stage for a time-honored tradition.
The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Thank you.
Graduates, before you leave, don't forget to see your counselors to pick up your diplomas, because right now you just have a piece of paper. You need that diploma. The stage will be open for a few minutes for anybody that wants to take pictures. In closing, I could probably speak on behalf of everybody up here. We have the best job in the world to have an opportunity every day to impact teenagers, children, and nurture them, help them, support them, correct them when need be, guide them. And being up here on stage never gets old. The faces may change, the names but change, but the gratification of doing what we do is all in part because of you. So on behalf of everybody associated with Stevenson LPS, I want to thank you, the graduates. So as you take that next step in your journey, never forget who you are, where you came from, and how you got there. But remember this, congratulations, you are all Spartans for life. Thank you. Where are we going?